Are these guys being a little rough on your nerves here the last?
Yeah, a little bit. I thought LA is really, watching them. This game was one of those games that you really get nervous about because LA is a young team that's playing very well. I've been watching them the last few games, and they've been playing with a lot of structure. They've been playing hard. They're a very hard team because they deflect the attack. They're a defense-first type of team, and they've got a real good team concept. And they're second most, or give up the second least shots in the National Hockey League, and they play with the lead very, very well. So this is one of those games where they're a team that's playing very well. Haven't been scoring much. Has got the lead on us and made it very difficult for us. But big goals at big times tonight. Got us back in and got us 2 points.
How proud of you are of this team? Because without your top two scorers again, your fourth overtime game, your last five, these guys don't pout. They just go out and play and compete. Yeah,
they've been competing at a real high level, and you're proud that they're competing at that high level. Guys have stepped up. Erat and Sullivan, Lelev's, really stepped up, and it's everybody. I'm not just pointing at those two guys, but tonight they got on the scoreboard for us. Power plays getting a timely goal every game for us, which has been huge. There's a lot of good reasons. I mean, this team, I think we've come back 6 or 7 times this year after 2 periods, and we're not a team that scores a lot, so it's pretty daunting task sometimes. But and I think we've had some tough games. I think 10 of our last 21 have been in overtime. So we've been putting a lot of 50% of our games have gone to overtime. So it's taxing our nerves. It's taxing our resiliency. It's taxing our character a little bit and determination. And this has been a tough week. We've played 3 games in 5 nights here, and they've been all emotionally draining in one way or another. So guys have right now it's about getting rest and playing games. We've got a big task going into Detroit tomorrow and see if we can scrounge up some points there.
You talk about bouncing back after they tied at 3-3. Was that difficult emotionally?
Well, that's what I said to the guys. After we got a big shorthanded goal by Joel Ward. He gets the block, and then he ends up getting a great feed from Marty. And you get the lead, and you're down to the last minute, and you got the people that you want out there with Bonke and Smithson and Toots, and knowing that they're going to have to pull their goalie a little bit, and they got possession of the puck, and we got a little bit too low. Bonke got a little bit too low on the ball there, and they put it up to the point, and they put it back at the net. And I don't know if it hit Smitty or just the timing of Smitty coming in front with his check, because he was a low man on that play. Got through to Pekka, and then you're going, oh, here we go, and then here's another roller coaster. But then they take a penalty and we score in overtime. So and it was a great pass from Suits over to Sully. So I was glad Sully scored. There was one of our fans was yelling that Sully wasn't making any plays, and he scored the big one. So I was happy for that.
Pretty good story, though, isn't it, Barry, to have Sully score an overtime game this late?
Yeah, it is. Sully's been, just to me, he's gotten better and better since he's come back, and he's taken on a bigger and bigger role and responsibility, and it was great that he got the overtime winner. I think those are moments that breed confidence. They breed the things that you want. If you're an offensive player, you want to score those big goals. You want to be in those important situations, and he came through.
It was another night of really big minutes for Weber and Suter. With top forwards down like this, do you almost have to rely on those two guys to step up on the offensive side?
Well, yeah, if you think about it, almost every game we've been trailing. So, you're trying to push the envelope offensively, and there's a couple of our better offensive defensemen. So, they're getting extra minutes because we're behind in games. And, so we've taxed them with not only defensive minutes, but offensive minutes. And they're doing a good job.
Jones, any chance for tomorrow?
No, Jonesy, no chance for tomorrow. I would say a little bit doubtful for Tuesday, but after that he may be available.
O'Reilly play like you expected today?
Played very good again. I was really happy with Cal's game again. Their whole line was, I thought, pretty good. And Cal scored, big goal for us. I mean, when you're playing against a team like Los Angeles and you're down a goal, and they get the next one, it's hard. It gets to become a little bit bigger mountain to climb. Just the way they play, and they're very good defensively. And that was a huge goal that they never weren't able to pull away by 2 goals, and we stayed with it. And, it was great for him scoring a big goal, and great play on it. We forced him to turn the puck over, got possession, got it over to Sully. Sully, looked people off, who drove the net, and got it to Cal. And Cal, in one motion, just put it at the net, which was. They would catch the goalie off guard, and people going to the net, and ended up in the back of the net.
How did Arnott's skate go the other day? Did everything?
So far, so good. He hasn't skated any long length of time, but he's back-to-back days on the ice. That's a positive.
Pekka said his energy is really high even after this game. Do you kind of expect him to be able to go tomorrow?
Well, we'll see. We'll get on the plane, and we'll get up in the morning, and we'll see how everybody is. And these are times when everybody's excited, and guys have played hard minutes this week. Emotionally taxing games. Sometimes I always say to the guys, your body is unbelievable what it can accomplish. It's your mind that can control it, and if your mind gets tired, then your body's tired. So you got to have a real strong mind and a real strong will, and if you have that, then you're going to have good results.